How did you get the David Crosby gig?
I had met David playing with a couple other guys, and he, I think, had just finished a solo record, which probably Steve Lukather played all the guitar on, or the other electric guitar. I don't know. It was at a rehearsal alley, rehearsal studios. David was a cool guy. At that point, David had just, he was a sober man, and he'd kind of come out of the crazy a little bit, or a lot. He had a solo record, and I was impressed with his, let's face it, probably one of the first records I ever bought in my life was Turn, 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 I guess. I remember watching the label, the 45. Crosby was in the Byrds, man, and then did a lot of great stuff, and then was in Crosby, Stills, and Nash, and he was not, an egotistical jerk or anything like that. He was a really great rhythm guitar player, which I don't know, you just wouldn't expect it. I thought it was acoustic guitar, But he had an electric guitar, and he played really good rhythm. And he was a great singer. But he had a very interesting voice when it's just him. Of course, we've heard just David sing on some of the Crosby, Stills, Nash songs and things like that. But he was a blender in that thing. And Crosby, first of all, he was so accurate. Like he'd hit a note, and it was just like I'm not really a singer, but I sing, and I can sing in tune, but I can't hit a note. If you say hit a G, I'll go, just to go G and be right on it. This is kind of a stupid example, but his singing was, he had a really pure voice. I'm lucky, I'm blessed to have had a few moments to work with these kind of people. And, like to work with David just long, and I only played 2 or 3 gigs with him. And we started to rehearse, and I left. But, he was really a brilliantly talented guy, and just to see him on his own in that format and want a band around him. No, he was pretty easygoing. And we hadn't dug in right yet to we got to do 90 minutes, and here's the show. So I need you to learn all these 14 songs, and then this, and we're going to do a couple of these. The timing for me was, I had made a phone call to him one night and said, I just got this offer to join Rod Stewart's band. It's a 13-month-long tour. And, I got 3 kids. I would hate to bail on you at this point, but and he kind of, there was this long pause on the other end of the phone, and Crosby was, Crosby's Crosby. He's a hippie. He said, yeah, man. It was one of those, yeah, I get it, man. If I was you, I'd take that gig. I'd like to have you along, but, go ahead. You should do it.
That says a lot.
You have my blessing. And then he got Danny Dugmore to come, I wouldn't say take my place, because Dugmore doesn't need to take the place of a guy like me, but anyhow, Dugmore came in and did the tour.
That was either the best David Crosby impersonation I've ever heard, or it was the best
Dennis Hopper.
It was either the best Dennis Hopper.
Well, they were probably sort of similar backgrounds. Yeah. Similar era for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.